Friends, if you are over 50, there is one thing you should know and do again. It is supporting your prostate. We are not good at talking about it out loud. But an enlarged prostate is not just discomfort and nighttime trips to the bathroom. It can affect your energy, hormones, sex life, and your entire life expectancy. And today I will tell you about two natural, but very powerful fruits that, according to science, really help to shrink the prostate, improve its function, and even reduce the risk of prostate cancer. And these are not exotic berries from the Amazon or expensive supplements, but ordinary products that you can buy in the supermarket right now. Be sure to prepare some super easy recipes for you by the end. What is an enlarged prostate and why is it a problem? The prostate gland is a small organ, about the size of a walnut that sits under the bladder. Its main function is to produce a secretion that is part of semen. Problems begin when the prostate begins to enlarge. This is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. Symptoms of BPH: frequent urge to urinate, especially at night, weak or interrupted urine stream, a feeling that the bladder is not completely empty, sometimes pain or burning. Why does the prostate enlarge with age? 1. Hormonal changes. A key role is played by dihydrotestosterone, DHT, the active form of testosterone. Testosterone levels decline with age, but DHT can accumulate, stimulating the growth of prostate cells. 2. Chronic inflammation. Even in the absence of infection, poor diet, stress, and poor circulation can cause microinflammation. 3. Oxidative stress. Free radicals damage prostate cells, causing them to multiply excessively. 4. Circulatory problems in the pelvis. If blood flow is poor, the prostate receives fewer nutrients and oxygen, which worsens its condition. The first fruit is pomegranate. How pomegranate affects the prostate: reduces chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a major mechanism of prostate enlargement. Punicalagin blocks the activity of NF-kappa B, a protein that turns on inflammation genes, improves blood circulation in the pelvis. Pomegranate juice increases the production of nitric oxide, NO, which dilates blood vessels, improving the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the prostate. Reduces levels of DHT, dihydrotestosterone. DHT stimulates the growth of prostate cells. Some studies have shown that pomegranate extract partially blocks the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which converts testosterone to DHT, just like pharmaceutical drugs like finasteride, but without the side effects. Has an anti-tumor effect. Ellagic acid and pomegranate. Polyphenol can slow the growth and even promote apoptosis, death, of prostate cancer cells in the early stages. Scientific evidence. 1. UCLA study, 2006. Men with elevated PSA, a marker of prostate problems, drank 240 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 2 years. PSA growth slowed by 4 times. 2. Israeli study, 2008. Men who consumed pomegranate concentrate showed a significant reduction in inflammatory markers in the blood and improved blood flow. 3. Meta-analysis, 2017. Pomegranate is recognized as a promising natural remedy for the prevention and supportive treatment of BPH and prostate cancer due to its high concentration of polyphenol. How to consume pomegranate correctly. Juice, 100 to 150 milliliters per day, preferably freshly squeezed, without sugar. Grains, half a cup daily as a snack or in salads. Dried pomegranate powder, 1 to 2 teaspoons, in a smoothie or yogurt. Important: do not mix with a lot of sweet fruits, so as not to overload the pancreas. It is best to consume in the morning or afternoon, so that the antioxidants work when the metabolism is active. Combination for maximum benefit. Pomegranate works best in combination with tomatoes, synergy of lycopene and punicalagin. Olive oil, fat helps absorb polyphenol. Green vegetables, additional anti-inflammatory effect. Who should be careful? People with low blood pressure, pomegranate lowers blood pressure. Those taking blood thinners, warfarin. If you have diabetes, control the amount, because the juice contains sugars. The second vegetable, tomatoes are a natural shield for the prostate. How tomatoes help the prostate. Protection from BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia. Regular tomato consumption reduces the risk of prostate enlargement by 35 to 50%. Harvard study. Anti-cancer effect. A study in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute showed that men who ate tomato products greater than or equal to 10 times a week had a 45% lower risk of developing prostate cancer. Improved blood flow. Lycopene increases the elasticity of blood vessels and improves microcirculation in the pelvis, which is important for a healthy erection. The main star is lycopene, about 3 to 7 milligrams, depending on variety and maturity. Lycopene is the main warrior against prostate problems. Lycopene is a carotenoid pigment that gives tomatoes their red color. It, an antioxidant 10 times more powerful than vitamin E, reduces oxidative stress in prostate cells, blocks inflammatory pathways, reduces COX-2 and NF-kappa B activity, reduces IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor, which is associated with tumor development. Scientific facts. 1. Meta-analysis 2015, 26 studies. High lycopene intake is associated with an 11% lower risk of prostate cancer and a 19% lower risk of prostate cancer progression. 2. Study in Italy. Men with high levels of lycopene in the blood had a 59% lower risk of BPH. 3. Clinical study 2016, taking tomato concentrate 2 times a day for 3 months. Reduced prostate size by 8 to 10% in patients with mild hyperplasia. How to increase the benefits of tomatoes. Heat treatment increases lycopene. In paste or sauce, it is 2 to 3 times more than in raw tomatoes. Adding fat improves absorption. 1 tablespoon olive oil with tomatoes increases the bioavailability of lycopene by 3 to 4 times. Best sources: tomato paste, sauce, baked tomatoes, juice without added sugar. Consumption rates: 1 to 2 medium fresh tomatoes daily, or 2 to 3 tablespoons tomato paste, or 150 to 200 milliliters of tomato juice. Optimal combinations: tomatoes plus pomegranate, double antioxidant effect. Tomatoes plus broccoli, increased protection against prostate cancer, synergy of lycopene and sulforaphane. Tomatoes plus garlic, reduce inflammation and improve blood flow. Who should be careful? With acid reflux, heartburn, it is better to eat thermally processed tomatoes. With gout, do not abuse. Contain a small amount of purines. Recipes with pomegranate and tomatoes for prostate health. First salad: 1 cup spinach leaves, half a cup pomegranate seeds, 1 large tomato, 1 tablespoon olive oil, juice of 1/2 lemon, pinch of black pepper. Pomegranate smoothie: half a cup pomegranate seeds, 1 banana, half a cup water or almond milk, 1 teaspoon. Honey. Tomato pomegranate juice: 1 large tomato, half a cup pomegranate juice, pinch of sea salt, drop of olive oil. Stewed tomatoes with pomegranate sauce: 3 large tomatoes, half a cup pomegranate juice, 1 tablespoon olive oil, garlic, herbs to taste. Summer salad for the prostate: cucumber, tomato, pomegranate seeds, parsley, dressing of olive oil and lemon juice. Here is another list of foods that will be useful for prostate problems. Avocado contains healthy fats that support hormonal balance and reduce inflammation. Broccoli, rich in sulforaphane, which helps reduce the risk of developing prostate problems. Blueberries, a powerful antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress in tissues. Carrots, a source of beta-carotene, which supports cell health. Beets, improves blood circulation and nutrition of prostate tissues due to their high nitrate content. Friends, remember, Prostate health starts with what you put on your plate. These products improve blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and help maintain male potency even after 60. But if you already notice obvious problems, pain, frequent nighttime trips to the toilet, difficulty urinating, do not delay and consult a doctor. Early diagnosis always works in your favor. If you found it useful, like, subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so as not to miss new tips for men's health. And write in the comments what products or recipes for prostate support you have already tried. Perhaps your experience will help someone avoid problems in the future.